Hi guys, long time no see.
Hi, long time no see, Wenkai.
Yes, it's been a while since the company's last AGM.
Yes, hardly for us to meet up like this if we didn't have any important matter to consider with.
Yes, definitely.
So I think you guys already get to know why we are here today. Regarding HPB, did you all notice their problem now?
Of course, I'm concerned about our shareholder value. We, as the owner of the company, we definitely are concerned about our value, which is our financial worth in the company. We always hope that the management has the ability to increase sales, earning, which is result in an increase in dividend and capital gain for us. In so the capital so the responsible and always implement strategy in order to maximize our value. However, HBB has been suffering loss for a few years in 2013, and this situation is getting worse in 2016. They are unable to pay dividend to us now.
Actually, I have slowly lost confidence in this company ability in lowering our risk and ensure our profit. When the company failed to submit their annual report because this had caused their share price keep dropping since 2014 until they hit the lowest share price, which is 5 ringgit per share in 2016.
Definitely right. It not only show a bad signal to all of us as the shareholder, but it also shows to other investors. Consequently, this has indicated that the board of directors have failed to take our interest in their consideration as the shareholders' value keeps decreasing. So I'm actually considering whether to continue investment in this company or not.
Wait, I think we should consider any other issues first before making this kind of decision. So, any other issues for this company?
Here's another issue that I think basically all of us will be concerned about. The going concern issues show whether this HHB still has the ability to earn their further profit.
So the valuation of a HHB is quite important for our perspective. I think you surely found any evidence for anything for this issue already.
Yes, there are several indicators such as legal proceeding, employees and ratio analysis that lead to HHB going concern issue. Regarding the legal proceeding of subsidiaries, the auditor is unable to determine the profitability of contingent liability that might occur. Consequently, this might affect the company financial structure, including liquidity and solvency. Besides, the company also lost some their key manager and skilled employee during this period. In ratio analysis, here we have to work with one of the basic ratio. The current ratio of 0.0084 indicates that HHB is unable to pay for its short-term obligation with existing current asset because the current ratio is significantly less than 1.
This shows that the company is highly leveraged and high risk in that year. In this case, Huawei Holding Berhad might have a significant issue with their going concern.
Not only this, I'm also concerned about their board's quality. I'm not sure whether the board of directors are effective in addressing our interests since we have elected him to oversee and govern the management and to make corporate decisions on our behalf. As a result, the board is directly responsible for protecting and managing our interests rather than their own interests.
Regarding the company's current scenario, we notice that they are actually having poor quality of a board when they cannot handle the problem that arise. As we know that the independence of our board members is essential to our protections, but the company's independence director has resigned without prior notice. I think you all also get the informed already regarding this problem. It has costed the companies to let an inde- independent director that can provide oversight of the audit process, internal control system, and comply with laws and regulations. Therefore, we might lose our trust when HHB fail to provide timeline and complete disclose over their annual report as it caused the lack of a transparency of the information.
I think this might be the possibility of frauds when without independence that can prevent insiders from influencing the words and oversight the problems of subsidiaries coordination.
I'm thinking in the same way too. But did you know that the board is also not doing their responsibility as the remaining director in the company? They have breached several regulations and even refused to communicate the regulators. This has this has not only damaged the reputation of a HHB, but it also showed that the company did not have a well-managed board of a diversity of opinion, experience, and knowledge, since the board are unable to decrease those negative press and that adversely impact a company's brand reputations, decrease their share price, and cause benefit to the government.
Oh, I see. Since the company is having so many issues now, do you all have any idea on what we can do to resolve those issues? Anyone?
I have one suggestion here. As a matter of urgency, I suggest that the most effective way is to exercise our shareholders' right on voting and election privilege to call for boards overhaul in order to improve the company's corporate governance, since we have the right to vote on change of the boards of HB and elect the director who appoint.
In my opinion, we cannot simply change the whole board without leaving a director that has a deep understanding about the company, right?
Of course, we are not going to change the whole board. Considers that Gary's as an executive chairman, he actually held too much powers with the rules of chairman and executive. So these combinations of the rules might lead to an executive contraventions of powers that vest in Gary. With the HHB current situations, it will result in famous corporate governance issues of empirical CEO. So I think the rules of chairman and executive should be separated. Also, the board was not sufficiently independent. It should be at least three professionals with experience for the independence directorship, such as expertise in finance, because you know that the company now needs advice and also counsel as how to overcome the company's financial problems and survive in this market.
Yes, it's a good idea. By bringing those specific expertise through the independent, it will definitely allow a more effective oversight of management as well as supporting the board in making better decisions.
Actually, another way to resolve company problems is based on whether any of us are likely to reconsider increasing investment in the company. However, as a shareholder, we always need accurate and complete financial information to make decisions. So I think HHB should resolve their weak internal coordination with the subsidiary as soon as possible. If not, it might put the company's reputation at a higher risk and lead us into a negative conclusion for this subsidiary company.
But how are we going to suggest them?
The CEO should assign this responsibility to a specific person. For example, an assistant secretary that is able to oversee the subsidiary group and serve as a liaison between the company's legal, business, tax, and accounting departments, and administrative supervisor to assist with subsidiary return consents and state and local filings. So, they can investigate and identify whether the management perform their duties or there is any problematic management of the subsidiaries. In this situation, it can definitely assist the auditor in completing their work more effectively because the evidence can be obtained to resolve any uncertainty and ensure that the company can release the annual report on time.
I agree with what Asila suggests just now because I'm also waiting for the company's annual report to see whether there's any material changes in the business conditions before I can decide to take the risk to invest more in helping the company. I don't think that those banks or bondholders will take this kind of risk now, but I think the most important thing that we should prioritize is the board change first because the company's financials under performance and they need to have a broad range of skills and experience first to address the significant changes it currently facing.
I believe that the board would benefit from additional expertise in both in core business and in other fields and can just hold out. Hope that it is not too late to turn and tide at LHB and improve its performance.
So I think we should propose those issues and also recommended what we have just mentioned and present it to the next AGM. So do you guys okay with this?
I think it should be okay.
Yes, me too.
Same with me.
Same here.
Since everyone has the same concern, then I think of about it all for today. Hope to see you all for the good news next time.